the heart of a bustling city, overshadowed by the gleaming skyscrapers and bustling streets, stood an abandoned sports stadium. Once a beacon of athletic prowess and community pride, it now lay dormant, shrouded in the dust of neglect and the echoes of forgotten cheers. The stadium had been a place of triumph and glory, where athletes had once pushed themselves to the limits of human achievement. But as the years passed and newer, more modern arenas took its place, the stadium fell into disrepair, its faded glory a stark reminder of the passage of time. Yet despite its crumbling facade, the stadium held a fascination for those who dared to venture within its decaying walls. Among them were a group of urban explorers, drawn to the allure of forgotten places and the mysteries they held. Led by Alex, a seasoned adventurer with a passion for uncovering the secrets of the past, the group set out one night to explore the abandoned stadium. They were a diverse bunch, each with their own reasons for seeking out the forgotten arena, but united in their curiosity and sense of adventure. As they entered the stadium, a chill descended upon them, the air heavy with the scent of decay and abandonment. The once bustling concourses were now silent, their empty corridors echoing with the ghosts of the past. Undeterred by the eerie atmosphere, the group pressed on, their footsteps echoing in the empty halls. They explored every corner of the stadium, from the crumbling bleachers to the long-forgotten locker rooms, searching for clues to its mysterious past. But as they delved deeper into the stadium's depths, they began to sense that they were not alone. Strange noises echoed through the empty corridors, and shadows seemed to dance at the edge of their vision. As they ventured further into the stadium, they stumbled upon a hidden passage leading deep beneath the arena. Intrigued, they followed it into the darkness, their flashlights cutting through the gloom. But as they descended into the depths of the stadium, they found themselves in a place unlike anything they had ever seen. The walls were lined with strange symbols and arcane writings, and the air was thick with the smell of decay and death. Suddenly, they heard a noise, a low, rumbling sound that seemed to come from deep within the bowels of the stadium. Fear gripped their hearts as they realized that they were not alone in the darkness. And then, without warning, the shadows came alive. Dark shapes swirled around them, their eyes glowing with malevolent intent. The group tried to flee, but it was too late. They were trapped in the stadium's depths, surrounded by the darkness that lurked within. As they huddled together in terror, they realized that they had stumbled upon something ancient and evil, something that had been waiting for them in the shadows of the abandoned stadium. And as the darkness closed in around them, they knew that they would never escape its grasp. As Sarah stood alone amidst the eerie shadows of the abandoned stadium, her heart raced with fear and her mind clouded with terror. She could feel the malevolent presence of the spirits that haunted the stadium closing in around her, their dark energy suffocating her senses. Desperate to escape the grasp of the evil that lurked within, Sarah frantically searched for a way out. Her footsteps echoed through the empty corridors as she darted from one shadowy corner to the next, her breath coming in ragged gasps. But no matter which way she turned, the stadium seemed to shift and twist around her, its labyrinthine halls leading her deeper into the darkness. Panic clawed at her chest as she realized that she was hopelessly lost, trapped in a nightmare from which there was no escape. Suddenly, a flicker of movement caught Sarah's eye, a dim light glimmering in the distance, like a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. With renewed determination, she sprinted towards it, her heart pounding in her chest. As she drew closer, Sarah could see that the light was emanating from a narrow staircase leading upwards. Without hesitation, she bounded up the stairs, her footsteps echoing in the empty stairwell. But just as she reached the top, Sarah's heart sank as she realized that the door was locked tight, its rusted hinges refusing to budge. Despair washed over her as she pounded futilely on the door, her cries for help swallowed by the silence of the stadium. With nowhere left to turn, Sarah collapsed to the ground, her strength drained and her hope extinguished. Tears streamed down her face as she resigned herself to her fate, the darkness of the stadium closing in around her like a suffocating shroud. But then, just when all seemed lost, a voice echoed through the darkness, a voice that was at once familiar and yet strangely comforting. It was Alex, calling out to her from somewhere in the depths of the stadium. his words a lifeline in the sea of despair. With renewed determination, Sarah pushed herself to her feet and followed the sound of Alex's voice, her fear and exhaustion falling away as she focused on the hope of rescue. And as she ran towards him, she knew that no matter what horrors awaited them in the shadows of the stadium, they would face them together, united in their struggle to escape the darkness that threatened to consume them both on this terrifying night.